we have found how interconnected we are. Or if you haven't, welcome to the club of us being super connected with each other. Right? During these times, and I'm sitting in my garden for a real specific reason, just so that you feel, the beauty of the bougainvillea and the light and all of that, because we're going to talk about loss today. And loss, this has been a real amazing time of loss, right? Personal loss, collective loss. We have found how interconnected we are. Or if you haven't, welcome to the club of us being super connected with each other. We just look around the world and how this virus just spread everywhere. Nowhere was left out. Somebody's going to comment and say, oh yes, the Antarctic, nobody got it. That could be true. But collectively, we went into this. Collectively, we experienced loss. And in the midst of that, wars. And now that we're so connected on the internet, our internet feels it as well. So we feel the collective loss. We feel our personal loss. We feel this just heaviness that comes with loss. And, I just had a client that called me out of the blue and said that because of my journey with my daughter, she didn't even know that my adopted daughter had died 2.5 years before my daughter. Almost to the day, actually. Wow. Okay. So I'm very familiar with loss. And there's many realms of loss, right? And this woman called and said her husband had just died. And I was like, oh, okay. But her husband wasn't feeling great and would run a fever off and on. And he thought he had COVID and did a COVID test, and they came back from a weekend. He said, I'm tired. I just need, a weekend away. And they went away. His weekend was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They came back Monday night. She said, you know what? We're going to emergency room on Tuesday. And he said, no. She goes, either I'm driving you or we're calling 911 and an ambulance will drive you. She got there and they told her all of his organs were shutting down and he was dead the next day. So there's just all sorts of things that are moving us. Loss is a great mover. If you've noticed the people around you, there's a lot of movement happening. More people that I have known have moved during this time than ever in my life. Dear friends, just, Italy, North Carolina, people from Peru that I'm super close to, moving to Spain, it's just movement. Everybody's moving and they're looking. And movement comes when we're faced with loss. It wakes us up and goes, what do we want to be doing? What do we want? So loss is like this, and grief and anger and all of these stages of loss. I want to acknowledge that, yes, we have been there, and some people way more than others, but collectively this has been a time of loss. And the beautiful thing about loss is that loss then says to you, what do you really want to be doing with the rest of your life, right? What do you want to be doing? How will you live in a way that you feel more connected, empowered, joyous, hopeful? Okay. Because loss is not that. Loss is, you just want to hide, and you don't, you only want the people around you that you super trust, because you don't want people saying crazy things to you. And they will. Trust me, they will. They will say super, unbelievably inappropriate things. One of my friends his daughter, somebody came up to him and said, I know exactly how you feel. My cat just died. Cat, child. I understand that our pets are very important, but not the same as having your child. So I understand that there's so much loss. And I just want to say, I honor you, every one of you that has had any kind of loss during this time, because it's heavy and it's hard. And it makes functioning very challenging. And there's things that you can do to help you out of that. There's different stages, so I'm not going to tell you this is going to work for every stage of loss, but I am going to say that, number one, acknowledge the loss. There was a big loss. Whether all of your friends moved away, that's a loss. Whether you had people dying, that's a different kind of loss, right? Whether you just are an empath or a sensitive and you feel all the loss that's going on in the world, okay? That's really challenging, okay? So I want to say to you, there's ways that you can actually really help to just clear a little bit of that out of your magnetic field, right? I want to give you just a couple of tools and then tell you how you can get more things and more support in doing this, okay? So your beautiful magnetic field, we know that everything has a magnetic field. We know more about appliances having a magnetic field than we do ourselves, right? And how often do you think about clearing or strengthening or, empowering your magnetic field? Yeah, most people don't. But your magnetic field has energy that comes in to you or at you, depending on how sensitive you are, how it feels, and energy that moves away from you, right? From you out into the world. So you want to be able to strengthen that whole energetics around you and to be able to clear it as well, right? And there's many, many ways to do that. And some of them I need to be standing up to show you. But a really simple one is just take your communication finger, your pinky finger, your Mercury finger, and your thumb, your Mars, your activator. And you're going to have your hands at 60 degrees in either way. And all you're going to do, you can do this sitting, standing, can't do it lying down, but you're just going to just breathe as powerfully as you can and twist with this and just and inhale. And exhale your hands over your heart. So that was about 1 minute. And I'm going to encourage you to do that for like 3 minutes. Just clear out your magnetic field so that you can feel what's in your heart and not what everybody collectively is experiencing, so that you can sit with your heart and ask it, what am I to learn from this? What is the gift inside of this? But when you're so in loss and you're so like this, there's no wanting to ask any question. But seriously, do that exercise. Do it for up to 7 minutes. When you're standing up, it's like wild and fabulous and just yes. It's a yes thing, right? It's a yesness. And another really simple thing that you can do is just feel like you can clear off your third eye. Just dust it off. Just in an upward motion, just breathe. Though, remember, breathing is like one of the really big ways to just open yourself up so that your beautiful pranic body can connect you into the subtleties, your subtle body, which holds all of your data, all of your knowingness, your radiant body. And inhale deeply and exhale and just feel that. Your intuition, your pituitary, third eye, that which you really see from. And loss asks us to see into it because it has depth. Okay? And I want to say that right now, my program for highly sensitive people, you, if you're feeling all of this, it's for you, is on a super sale. Because I want to serve. I want you to have the tools that are inside of it so that you can build the habits that will take you out of whatever super sensitive pit you feel like that you're in. And if you're saying, well, I'm not highly sensitive, but I've experienced loss, then this program will serve you. If you say, yes, I'm an empath over here, yes, okay, it will serve you. It will help you to create habits to build the radiance and the energetics of your magnetic field so you feel more when you go out. There's things that you can do when you go out. There's things that you can do when you come home to help clear you. Blessings. If you feel that these videos are helping you and you would like more support, more information, more knowingness, because I believe that a really good toolkit and the support to create the habits that's what will uplift you. That's what will keep you on track. And know that if you go down below and you just like this video, you leave a comment, you share it with others so more people can, benefit from this, send me an email, you will get a discount on a course that I have. Anyone that you want, I will give you a discount code for, so that it can serve you in your life to be more empowered, more connected. Be your own energy guru.